Hey everybody, it's Chanchai. We're going to be doing the AKAI's League on PSN, and I hope you're all doing really, really well. Hope you guys can hear me very clearly, and let me know if there's any audio problems. We're trying our new setup, but with the PS4. So everything should be good today. Hope you're doing really, really well. Good to see you, Super Famicom. Good to see you, Nova. Thank you all so much. I think I'm responding to yesterday's stuff, but it's all good. It's all good. Let me take a look and see how things are sounding and looking on my channel. Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good to me anyways. Alright, let's go back into our stream manager. So, yeah, everyone doing good? I hope everyone's been having a great weekend. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay on my weekend. Enjoying the replay takeover. I just released a new video on YouTube. Where I review, and I'll be doing more. I'll definitely be doing more from today's matches too. So I do review some replays, and I do point out just isolate on some very focused tips, so that people know what to work on. Just kind of not, I'm not doing a whole breakdown of the whole match, but what I am doing is focusing on some key moments where very simple decision could have affected, had a big outcome, but also can improve the way that you play. So I hope more people will enjoy that. I do plan to make these Revo reviews for many different levels of play, but for a while it's definitely going to be focused more on the development level, and then we'll do more of the higher level stuff as we go. But I think a lot of people are going to appreciate it. It's always good. Replay takeover has been amazing. By the way, Sita Bomb, they're a different person than what I thought, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Alright, let's see here. AKAI. And we're going to join AKAI on stream in just a second here too. Okay. Let's see here. Where is our AKAI? Where's our channel? We have so many channels on Discord that I've lost sight of all of them. Alright. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can, and Twitch now should be able to hear you too.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Just gonna do my setup stuff here. Yeah, that'll work fine. How are you all doing today?
Busy, but got the room set up already, so I'm gonna
Excellent.
post everywhere, and then I need to take a step back out.
I see. We got you covered here.
Thank you.
I need to do some setup stuff, so that's why I'm going to be not as active playing yet. Here we go. Putting our... But I'm glad everyone can hear me okay. I just released a video today, what I call Revo Reviews #1, where I reviewed just a couple games from yesterday's AKAI Leagues, actually. And just, just isolate on a few tips to point out, hey, if you do this here, this will be better, and this is how you can use replay. So I hope people enjoy it. The volume's a little low on it, but I'll work on making sure that the recording's a little louder in the future. But that's been a big challenge with this whole setup. It's crazy because I can't even boost it higher unless I maybe artificially do it with a filter, which I don't know if I want to do that. So it's like...
I know you're using a different streaming software program, but I do use what's that filter? Let me see if I can find that filter that I use. A compressor filter? I'm not sure if there's an option like that will increase the volume.
I am using such, but I'll see if I can adjust my compression filter for it. That's a good idea. But I'll definitely tweak the filter on that. Because, yeah, by default, I've got it maxed out. I've got the gain maxed out. And it's like, okay. But I'll mess with the filter and see if that'll do it. Awesome. We got Live for Eve here. They had an amazing showing. Of course, they won 2 first place last week, I believe. And they're consistently strong. So their Jackie is nuts. Really good stuff. So happy to have him in the room. RJ, always happy to have him in here. They have a very aggressive Jeffrey. Always enjoy fighting it.
Okay, I can post in the GMVF Discord. Alright, I'm going to take a quick step back and then I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll see you soon. Hey, Joe, though, really happy that you guys had an awesome session yesterday in your local area. So I heard about Setsuna, the Rock Reaper, and Joe, though. So I think that's really awesome. You guys are all amazing VF players, and glad that you guys get to fight each other offline. That's awesome. Yep, Joe, though, is here first. Great. Why is my screen so washed out? It's okay. It's not on my stream, fortunately, just on my monitor. Alright, let's do this. So how you doing today, Setsuna? You had a good session yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We filled out most of my replay spots, so more than 100 matches.
Yeah, but well, on the saved part or not? Not the saved part yet. on the auto store, but not the downloaded section. Yeah, but you can isolate the ones that you want on the downloaded.
Yeah, but it's full. It's full of yesterday's matches.
Excellent. Okay, that's okay. Very good. Okay. I always loved the those 10-hour sessions. That is awesome, Joe. Those sessions are the best. People know that I can play forever in offline sessions usually, so.
Oh yeah, you would have been proud.
Hell yeah. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Alright, RJ, let's have a lot of fun with this. Very nice. Start hitting all of that, which is good. Good to know I can do that. Let's see. Boom. So if I counter hit with the 8K, it actually splats. So good to know that. Good. Switch to that one. Alright, good game, RJ. That's a very good morning fight. So you guys playing like on, looks like you guys are playing laptop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Laptops are excellent way. Ooh, Soviet Ninja. Have I fought Soviet Ninja before? I'm not sure. Or Soviet Ninja, as it were.
Alright, got Soviet Ninja in the North America room. Great. Jen Whipper's here too. We'll post somewhere and then we're going to start the 5-match countdown for North America room. That's PSN. We do have a Europe Steam League up room also. So we have Kaliros in there right now. So hopefully someone will join soon so that he doesn't just sit there waiting for matches. Information is all on the bottom of the stream.
Very nice patience on that part. I like Soviet Ninja style. So Joe, though, I was wondering, can you let me know how the audio is? How's my audio and how's the game audio? And is the game audio sounding echoey at all? Nice. I don't know what is the. Are you talking about literal DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, or
DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Okay, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Okay, not that other DMV. Okay.
Well, it's kind of like the PDX, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, except that most people will think Department of Motor Vehicles, so DMV. Yes. PDX, I'm not sure what most people think of besides Portland. So. Nice. Almost. It's like minus 13 now. I have to remind myself it's not minus 10 anymore. So the 3KP is like minus 10 now. Yeah, I do intentionally have my voice be louder than the game for particular reasons. Yeah. There's our punish. So if someone's defending like this, go ahead and use throws. Use the throws, and mix them up. Mix up the throws. You can also use the low, but I don't know if he's got like the. I don't know if normal hit he has the hit throw on the 3.
Have a great low, no.
Yeah, he's got to use counter hit, right, for 3K plus G.
Yeah.
Yeah, this 3K plus G has got to be like his way of dealing with that, and then with the counter hit though, and that's like more as a half circular is better. That 4K is a really good one. So yeah. All right, Soviet Ninja, let's do this. Now there are a few tricks that Go can do though with his lows too. With like, Go has good ways of using minus frames. Like he has really good ways of using it. Nice, nice, nice. Killed. Good game, Soviet Ninja. Keep it up, keep it up. But yeah, so some ways that Go can use it, like if you use like low kick and you're like, I think -2 or so, -2, 3 or 4, you can watch what your opponent does, and if they do a typical elbow there like always, then now you can use your elbow sabaki. You know, and like so you can like low kick into it if you know for sure that that's what they do. So there's ways to build reads on like weird situations, and you kind of reverse knowledge check, you know. AKAI does it too. So like AKAI, like low kick like 1K into like quarter circle forward P plus K is a really nice trick if you know that your opponent always does like an elbow there. If they always do a low punch, of course you can crush the low punch. But
Alright guys, we have started the countdown for the North America PSN League room. We got 6 players in there right now. We do also have a Europe Steam League room up. Working for more people to join so that we can start the countdown. Once we do get 4 players in the Europe room, we'll get a league up and running. Yes, once crossplay and hopefully it's not buggy. Winning these streams, well, winning the streams will still take the same amount of effort if I'm still winning at both North America and Europe. But I won't be managing 4 different leagues. I'll be doing 2 leagues.
You're still planning to do 2 leagues at the same time? Or you mean 2 for the whole weekend, right?
I'm a North America league and a Europe league.
At the same time or different days?
Right now, at the same time. So basically, North American players could play on Saturday or Sunday, or both.
I see. Okay, so you're planning to do both. Okay. I was like, the multitasking is actually the thing that's costing you a lot of time. So it's costing you a lot of the challenge, right? It always sounds like the because you're coordinating between the 2 events. But that said, let's see. like Saturday it's PSN, but Sunday I think what I noticed is that it's Europe Steam is the one that always runs into some interesting quirks. So
not necessary. It's usually the issues. It kind of both PSN and Steam. Sometimes North America, sometimes Europe. I actually do play. Actually, it's easier for me now to play rank because I could just play like just one set of the 3 matches and then do stuff at the house. Pretty much back before the situation previously was that I just wanted to just play on like a Sunday. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, we used to just do this on Sunday for North America, but then circumstances happened where if you guys watch my stream, I usually is in and out a lot, so I just get the least money and just go about. So actually playing rank where I just I play some, then leave and come back play whenever works easier for me. Steam and console only league. I think it'll be crossplay. It'll be Europe League and North America League, but hopefully all together. But either way, the main thing is, what do the community want? If the community don't need to have 2 leagues run at the same time, or if people have other things to do, then I'll do less. If people want more, like Ace within the Saturdays and Sundays, then I'll try to do more within the time. So within the 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock time. Hey, we got Nova STL.
okay.
I like the last weekend we had Nova STL play in the Europe room and just kept switching from Nova to Nova STL. But now the person has specifically put in parentheses Europe, so this is
I see.
Not Dark Nova for sure. It's Nova from Europe.
I see. I wonder if they're Nova 420 on the Twitch, but yeah.
That could be. Or is a fan of Dark Nova.
I don't know. There's many Novas though.
Sarah too.
Yeah, I see.
All right, we got 3 players for Europe now. It's great. So one more and we'll get start a countdown.
Yeah. They should name themselves Dark Star.
It's going to be November or December when it comes out.
We need a Sarah player named Dark Star.
Black Star.
Just so we can confuse them with Black Star, Dark Nova, Black Alert.
Black Alert, Dark Nova.
There's like a theme here.
There's a link. There's actually a common link between all these players, I guess.
Yeah, there is. We're always like, what could it be? So, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
But I guess in that long-winded way of saying, Saturday or Sunday, I've committed a certain block of time for the community running these league sessions. If you guys want to do more, we'll do more in that certain time block. If there's less people interested in it, then that means less for me to do, which is good too. So. But I'm looking to play around with that replay mode a lot. So
it's really good.
It is really good.
That said, for people that are using Replay Takeover, if you do want Sega to, I don't know, make it so that it remembers the settings between sessions or between when you go from main menu back into Replay, let them know. Let them know in the official Discord. So,
yeah.
If you would like memory,
pay attention to people's feedback, so they don't actually tell you that they don't actually reply directly to you, but it does seem like they're reading it and implementing it at their own pace.
Yes.
Miko DB84 asks, how am I planning to advertise the league to Xbox and Switch 2 players? I don't have an Xbox and I don't have Switch, so that's much harder to advertise. But I think this is basically a grassroots event sessions. So I'll try my best to promote as much as possible, but best way is for everyone who does like to participate or likes these league sessions, let's help spread the word.
I would say in my experience, players that, when I've run into players, especially players that play on the Xbox platforms, they tend to network quite a bit. They tend to reach out to their friends that are on it to say, hey, join the AKAI leagues, you know. They tend to be the ones reaching out trying to get people to play with them on that platform. So I think that will work out pretty well. But hopefully if we see some overlap or we see some place where maybe they're communicating, we'll try to communicate there. But I'm on Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox Series console, so I don't know if... I think the whole Xbox platform, though, has been pretty consistently the same on messaging and everything. Switch 2 is a little different, because Switch 2 does have its own... is trying to create its own social kind of ecosystem. So we'll see how that goes. But we have players like Rayblade, who could market for us, and market for us on both Animal Crossing and on Switch 2. So Nova 420 is the Nova. Yes. Yay, Nova. Good to have you. By the way, good to have you on both our streams, Nova. Really appreciate your support. You were here the other time. Thanks a lot for the chats. You contributed greatly to a chat like yesterday. So great to have you here. Hope you're having fun in the EU AKAI leagues. Live for Eve, I also hope Sega does pull off the cross-play console rollback really well. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it will. Also, I only took a little bit of a look at the Switch 2 at my locals on Friday night. I really like how sharp things play on it. That sounds very basic and simple, but it's worth reminding that when the Switch came out, even then it felt like it was kind of like an underperforming system at launch. But Switch 2 feels very, very clean when I was just watching people playing Street Fighter 6 on it. And I know that's not like the biggest benchmark, but Street Fighter 6 looked really, really good on it. And I think Ray can tell you how well Soul Calibur games are running on the Switch 2. Also, the Switch 2 dock is pretty huge. It was way bigger than I expected. I'm like, that thing looks huge. But it was really cool to see the Switch 2 at locals.
How big is the Switch 2 compared to the Steam Deck?
I couldn't say. Rayblade could probably tell you. Rayblade, how big is the Switch 2 compared to the Steam Deck? Okay. So Rayblade says not as good as PS5 PC, but it runs okay versus PS4 is what you meant, Rayblade? Wider than the Steam Deck, but thinner.
I mean, like the physical size.
Yeah, he says it's wider than the Steam Deck, but it's thinner. So.
All right, thank you for joining the moot. We got 4 players for Europe, so we're going to start the countdown now for that. For the Europe Steam League. And welcome Kung Fu Hustle, aka CG Sonic Boom, in the North America PSN League room. I got 3 more matches before we start the North America PSN League. Yeah.
Nova says too many owies in the EU league. Well, you have amazing owie players in the EU, though. We do too, but I love fighting against Kingo. Could fight Kingo forever.
We have Saris in the league room.
All right, let's do our morning warm up. Let's do this live for Eve. I see. He's gonna go with that. Yeah, live with the drip. Live, yeah. Okay, that's because you really like the goat pawn. The goat pawn. So, that said, this Live's costume does remind me of both the goat pawn, but also Freddy Krueger. So
I can see the Freddy Krueger now that you mentioned that.
Yeah, the gloves, the glasses. Even though Freddy doesn't wear glasses, the hat kind of, but yeah. Alright. Don't worry. The win in warm-ups means I'm gonna lose in the league battle. So you know, it's like always how it plays out. It's like he just got his warm-up in, and then he's gonna like blow the crap up out of me in the league battle.
Oh, thank you, Sussinet, for putting the 2 matches left. Now it's actually 1 match left now. So I completely forgot about. So thank you, thank you, co-hosts, co-commentators.
Of course.
So this is the last match before we start the first league for North America. So anyone still want to join? You got a minute or 2 to do so.
Rayblade, thanks for the feedback. It's really good to know. On the SF6, Rayblade on the AKAI stream has outlined basically his comparison of how the Switch 2 version of Street Fighter 6 is performing compared to other consoles. He says basically it's only really outperforming the Steam Deck and the PS4, but he would say PS5 and PC are definitely performing better. Now, of course, PC is up to which PC you're using. So, but PC is, of course, going to always have the best and the worst of performance. But most people nowadays have a good...
That NVIDIA reflex, man. Jesus.
You go ahead. Do tell.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess I understand it a little better. Basically, it's taking the inputs and putting them through a different processor, but I don't think that Sega might have optimized that, because it's when you have 2 players playing and using NVIDIA Reflex, it runs into issues. Like I tried to run into issues myself, and I couldn't replicate it. But whenever we would play, and Joe can probably say that, right? He was playing there as well as everybody playing on Combo Breaker. Like it would, when your inputs and the opponent inputs started overlapping, it would get hectic and it would eat inputs.
I see.
So I don't know. I don't think it's the proper implementation for this. And the minute you take it away, everything goes back to normal.
So this is, for those who's not familiar, Sussinet and all the people who participate in Combo Breaker. They notice the main tournament stage, or where it's actually being streamed, they left that, what do you call it again? The NVIDIA...
Reflex.
And it was... The play difference was noticeable from the not on stream setup.
Yeah, it was. Even Renzo was saying it was eating inputs on his end. He thought it was a stick, like it wasn't set up correctly. Like he was upset. But we ended up narrowing it down to that.
Very good game, Soviet Ninja. So Babas asked me, I hear you say I see in a match sometimes. What do you see? Usually something that was unexpected, and then go like, oh, that's what's happening, or this is what they're going for. Usually if I say something like that, that's what it is. And sometimes it's kind of realizing, sometimes it's just responding to my own thing, like, oh, this is where I'm messing up. All right, good luck, have fun, everyone.
Good luck, guys.
So yeah, usually that's what I'm saying is just, it's basically just a remark of, oh, okay. It's like, that's really interesting. All right, here we go, Soviet Ninja. Very neutral, I see. I love that sequence. It's a little hard to respond because there's a slight we'll get used to this delay, but it's good. That's also why their side pressure game is very scary. So, like, you gotta thread this needle pretty well. Alright. Yeah, PC is a very variable environment, so if you have like a strong PC, of course you'll get amazing performance. So what matters is kind of what's going to be run at whatever events you're going to, you know. And so you can run into a lot of good, you can run into some pretty bad, you can run into a lot of great. So yeah, it's just lots and lots of variables. All right, Kung Fu Hustle, here we go. Very good. Good patience, good throw. Oh, very good. Good. Very good round, all right. Good game, my friend. Good game, Kung Fu Hustle. Subterum says, so let me fix that. Says, I might play next league, having to reinstall my PC Android emulator. All right, we're playing on PS4 today in US. In North America, we're playing on PlayStation Network on the PS4, PS5, and but Europe is playing on PC. And Subterm, are you from Europe? Right. And Subterm says, my brand. See? Live Brave says, DGP, give me strength. I think the Goat Pawn and the Goat Princess lends you their strength. So, and Nala says, Amen. Yes. Oh, I thought I evaded that. Good round. Had to be attack. Alright, good game, Ripper. Good game. Oh, awesome. Good luck tonight in the VF Takeover. We need to give a shout out to it too. So that's going to be awesome. There'll be VF Takeover tonight. And yeah, definitely review the matches with XTN. Very strong stuff to deal with. I spent a lot of time yesterday practicing Ukemi from the Stomp. From the, not the Stomp, but the 6K Cave combo finish. Hey, Blurring, good to see you. Hope you're doing really well. Really enjoyed fighting your wolf yesterday. Also enjoyed fighting your Vanessa yesterday too. Hope you're doing great today, Blurring. Alright, Setsuna, here we go. I'm not ready for this. I'm really not ready for this. That's what we do. Not at the wall yet. Yeah, it's +1. Good game, good game. Good game, Setsuna. Let's turn angle up on the fan. Alright, Life Brave, let's do this. Thanks for the battle, Life Reeve. So Ray says the Street Fighter 6 is closest to the Series S. I see. That's not that encouraging, but yeah. The Xbox Series S doesn't perform Street Fighter 6 all that well, at least at launch. I don't know about now. Alright, RJ, here we go. Good. Hey, good game, RJ. Good game. All right. Oh, wow. So it looks like I locked number one because Setsuna, even if Setsuna got 2 3-0s in a row, it would be 10. So that was surprising, but Ripper did do really awesome against Setsuna. And Setsuna and Life Reeve are fighting an epic battle. Akira versus Jackie, always epic. Always epic battle. And we can watch it on the AKAI stream. Awesome. Alright, Setsuna takes it in the 5th round. So it's excellent. They're going to have +5 after that. Yeah, +5. Alright, Setsuna versus RJ. Live for Eve versus Soviet Ninja, and then General Ripper versus Kung Fu Hustle. There's some exciting battles. Alright, there's a punish opportunity there. It's hard to. 4-6P though, it's pretty good punish. So Live for Eve is like, what are you going to do about being -2? I said Go has a lot of options at -2. Nice throw escape, Soviet. Good to see Kadash in the AKAI's chat.
I would not be at Evo. I am pretty much travel for playing fighting games is pretty much not my part of my life no more. So I'll just try to contribute by hosting these sessions.
They're just incidental when he does it. So
congratulations, my Krampus fight for getting first place. Lucky P second, and Nova Europe version of getting third place in the Europe Steam League. And it was quite close. The North America. Everyone kind of giving everyone a loss here.
Yeah, very close battle. Yay, I was able to get away with it.
Congratulations, Chan getting first, Cessna second, and Live Forever third. Alright, we'll do... Oh, wrong thing. The drastic O, thumbs down O. Alright, thanks for playing Silver Ninja.
It's good having you in here.
Everyone needs to.
Really good battles. Awesome battle, Setsuna. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, good games.
Good games.
Let's see. Go updates. Right. So both rooms are open for people to join. And they'll go post around everywhere. And once I finish posting everywhere, we'll start a countdown for each region. So Kadash, does that mean that you'll be going to EVO this year?
Shout out, it's really good to see you, Kadash. Awesome, I'm happy that you're going to be over at EVO. It's going to be awesome following your adventures over there.
I forgot, I think I might have asked you guys, are you guys planning to go to Las Vegas? I think Cessna says not.
I'm unable to go, yeah. And yeah, I don't think I can sort my situation within the, 3 days we have left to register for EVO. So...
is that already that time?
It's getting very soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Might even be tonight, but yeah, EVO's gonna wrap up its registration window very soon.
Yeah, for regular registration, if you know for sure that you'll be going, make sure to sign up early so that you're not paying extra money for late registration.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money either way at EVO. But like right now, what is it? It costs $300 to register.
Yeah, probably races to 360 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that's why when people are asking about like, should I get the 3-day or the 1-day pass? It's like it's actually a big question. You know, it's not your typical event registration question. You know. Because I'm kind of like, you guys can set up offline at so many places in Vegas. But because VF is covering 1 day. VF is going to be done in 1 day at Evo. So some of the VF players are wondering if they should register all 3 days to make sure that they can, enjoy the fun activities around at the event space. I know Rayblade is might set up another Salty Suite or something for VF. So everybody connect with Rayblade. Rayblade is probably the one most likely to know what's happening around the Evo with VF, or like where players might be not during but before Evo. He might be able to give you a clue about of what might happen. So Rayblade says VF may actually cover 2 days. Okay.
I mean, if it's more than 200 people, you have to.
Yeah. You would think so, but it's Virtua Fighter. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. I mean,
if you don't,
Tampa never sleeps like wrapped up really fast.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
Run through your fights.
No, it's true. There's a lot of overlap. So yeah.
Combo breaker is 3 days. Like some people have to play on all 3 days. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was scheduled out for 3 days though. But it's true though that like having multiple events is a big deal, right? Like we had was it 2 years ago or last year when Kurita versus GT, right? And they went up to Kurita like in the middle of his grand finals match to kind of bug him to go when GT when there was a reset, like after the reset they bugged him and said, "Oh, you're done with your match. Come to a street fight." He's like, "I'm still in the grand finals," So.
All right, we're going to start a countdown now for everyone. That will start 5-match countdown. What's the price difference between a registration for Combo Breaker compared to Evo? You said it was about 300.
Combo Breaker, I paid late fees, and I didn't pay over 150.
Oh wow!
And I have a T-shirt that I'm wearing on right now that I bought with that same registration. So. Do with that as you may, right?
He's saying like at most 150 is what he's saying.
And it didn't break 200.
Yeah. I mean, Evo is a big event. This place is being held in a very expensive venue, and there's a lot involved. There's actually paid staff, right? Not all staff is paid, for the record, on tournament events.
I'm not saying there's not, but there's levels to this thing.
There is.
Breaker, not the same kind of place.
Evo has a longer tradition. Combo Breaker is 10 years.
Well, Evo's moved into a convention center too, so yeah. Go ahead.
Midwest in general is just cost-wise usually is a little bit easier cost-wise for travel and stuff. Chicago though is still quite high in price and everything too. So.
Well, in Vegas there are many tiers, but it depends on how big you want the event to be. But Evo really wants to be a huge event, because Vegas, there's a lot of cheap places you could do. Not everybody would like it, but there's a lot of cheap venues. But Evo wants to be the event, and it wants to be a marquee event. So it's paying marquee pricing, and it's doing a lot of it's trying to be really big, right? Combo Breaker is like what Evo used to be, right? So when Evo was still like in ballrooms, and but Combo Breaker is quite amazing at what they do. So, Live for Eve, I really like your Kage, so it's going to be fun seeing you warm up your Kage back up.
Is that still you consider Kage still your main live forever, or is it Jackie now?
It's Jackie. You know it's Jackie now.
No, Jackie's just his tournament character. Jackie's really fun, right? His damage is nuts. He punishes mistakes. It's like, you messed up, I get to do it. I get to profit. Right? Kage has to read this stuff. Kage has to read. Jackie's just like, oh, you screwed up, dude? Okay. Let me help you. Yeah, Jackie is... Watching people that have only played Jackie, that's not Life Free. Life Free has only played Kage. But watching people who've only played Jackie, when they learn other characters, are like, dude, I thought the character was so strong, but it looks like they're so weak. And you're like, and it's like, no, it's because you played Jackie, who just like, somebody whiffs in front of you, you get to blow them up. You know? So, somebody doesn't guard near the wall, you get to blow them up. You know? So. But there is definite skill involved with Jackie, and it's like, it's kind of a semi-narrow, it's a little bit of a narrower moveset in a way. And you feel it when you fight, when Jackie fights against Aoi, that's when he kind of feels it. So. Life Brave says they're gonna accidentally attempt flash kick with Kage. It's okay. Most people will not punish it. You'll be okay, Life Brave. So Life Brave, man.
I was playing this kid with Kage yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I experienced that cartwheel kicks combo damage now.
The 6K plus G, it's really good.
Yeah. He gets in that Jumonji stance.
Yeah.
And reverse my kick into the cartwheel. It's like, oh yeah, that was hurtful.
Yeah, Kage has real launcher now. It's good. It's really good. I don't see it used enough, but it's good. And even when I predict it and I try to, well, the problem is I always want to evade punishes, so then I lose just on that. When it's like, just block it. But yeah, it's really good though. I like it when Kage players can do the 4-4K combo in match though. 4-4K combo is sick. It's like 4-4K, 7K into like finishers.
Alright, we have 3 matches remaining for the North America room. So about 6 to 9 minutes before we start. Europe also has about 4 matches before we start the second league. Got Outlaw Beast, aka G-Blow, joining, and Eva.
Alright, Nala's main is now Eileen. Eileen is very fun. Very fun character. A lot of playability with that character.
Well, bye-bye.
Oh, which character? Who is the... who's...
Nala says that their main is now Eileen, so... I know that she's been playing, she went from like Vanessa, then she was playing like Shun. She has fun playing Jackie, but been playing Eileen lately. Look at that damage from 6K plus G side turn. Yeah, Kage 6K plus G is so good. It's like Kage can now punish mistakes. Can now punish people that whiff by themselves.
Actually, how fast is the cartwheel?
I don't think it's that fast, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
It feels like it. Despite the fact that it's like not that fast, but it's just this thing can still whiff punish you. So 6K plus G is 20 frames.
Okay, it's sweet.
But again, that he can do it like he sees you're in big trouble.
Distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's distance.
It's very versatile because it's forward moving. It's also like if they evade it and they attack, like if they evade it early, they can eat the second kick. So they need to be very careful about not mashing when they evade. Like that move can check if you're mashing when you evade. For the record, I mash when I evade. So
There's a nice mirror match, Kage mirror match there. 2 more matches before we start North America.
Oh, Lord.
So now that said, for the record, Kage 6k plus G is minus 16 on guard. Because it's two attacks in one, you can be pretty sure that frame is going to apply on that minus 16. That's going to be pretty consistent. I don't see it unless he only hits you with that second one, I think it's going to be a minus 16. And also, that second one's only 20 damage. This thing will not be beating rising attacks at all. So, you know. The cool thing about 2-in-1 attacks is how pretty much they're almost never viable for rising attack, for beating rising attack, because they're like their damage is a combination of 2 attacks or 3. Oh, very nice. So what would you punish with Vanessa? Nala says that Vanessa has some cool punishes for Kage. It's like, please do tell.
Offensive stance knee is it 17 frames?
Offensive stance knee. Offensive stance knee.
Yeah, the launching knee attack. I
think so.
17.
I think that's a 17.
That got killed though.
Yeah, well, it doesn't low crush anymore, so like you have to use it as like a punish and as a frame as a Bari, as a Bari punish too, but you don't use it for like you don't use it because they're mashing low punch, which
is the punishment of 4P plus K, Nala, that Vanessa should use 6P plus K. I vaguely remember playing Vanessa a little bit to think of what I'm trying to think. It's a high elbow.
Yeah, 9K is 17 frames minus 15. There we go. Very nice. Very nice, RJ. Very nice.
Wall into that.
He's got the damage now.
That's right. Jeffrey's got to say, like, I got to put a ninja back in his place on the wall. It's like spying on me. Boom, boom. Very nice low punch to deflect the low throw.
Yeah, got 2 Jeffries playing right now. Eva and RJ's.
Yeah, Sonala says that I don't mind the nerf either. So you can 6k PP. I see. 9p or 6k PP. All right.
Last match and then we'll start for North America. So if you guys are away from keyboard, then it's time to get back.
I like fighting with RJ too. RJ is scary on the Abari decision, right? And then, so then it becomes harder to predict when he's going to start, when he defends. But his aggressiveness definitely forces you to be very careful about it. I love Vanessa 66k plus G. I love like when you do something like a backdash evade and someone does something from long range and you've got a guaranteed 66k plus G, and then you get like a free crumple. It's so good. So it is good for stuff like that. Yeah, it's good for like extensive string plays.
Good match between Edward here and Outlaw Beast. Jeffrey versus John. And one more match before we begin the Europe Steam League.
Very nice. Good positioning. Good patience. those KGs and those PKGs are great. Even though in Revo that they did get nerfed, right? Like kick cancel got nerfed in Revo, but still very strong.
It's still got its plenty of uses.
No, that's why we're saying it's still strong. Yeah, still very strong. It's just that it's just punishable now, right? So because
it's more damage, yeah.
Yeah, but because it's got a longer recovery frame window, or like recovery punishment window, so
you're just more liable to get damage.
Yeah, but it's still so good.
Yeah, it still has its place.
Well, I mean, it's like you were at Combo Breaker, so you got to see Chimpanzee just PKGing people to death. You know,
He did Bushido. He did it 3 times before he threw it.
Yeah,
and just froze him.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Have fun, everyone.
We'll start the second league.
All right, here we are, second league. Really fun. Live for Eve. Looks like they have brought their Kage out. Kage is strong. I am looking forward to having to fight these 2 Kages. I always, of course, have to always deal with Setsuna. So this is great stuff. I'm on break this round. No, I should have a match. Where's my match? All right, here we go, General Ripper. All right. Wrong way. Very good. Good use of that one. I like this choice. This choice was cool. One of these I'd stack a break. Didn't get the crouch dash. Yeah, can't do that. Oh, so good. Good game. Good game. That was a really good game, Ripper. That was a lot of fun. Very good. All right, Live for Eve, let's do this. There's a lot of 5-round games that first round. A lot of 5-round games. Yep. Go for the throw. So good. Look at how much damage this is going to be. It's really good. Excellent game. Oh, I like that. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. That was really good. I like that. PKG walk back. That's so cool. Thanks for the game, Life Reeve. That was really fun. That was really cool. Okay. So with the Shippuden, I was out of range to do 8K. And wonder what else I was out of range for, but it's good to know. I mean, Shippuden's always been a zoning stance, but that was good. Turn on the AC. Alright, RJ, here we go. Let's work on this. Alright, good game, RJ. Good game. By the way, Lightwing Dragon, good to see you. Hope you're doing really well. Hope you've been having a good weekend. Oh, awesome. Is Ares playing? Ares is awesome. I like the player Ares from Europe. Yeah, glad to hear it, Lightwing Dragon. Glad to hear you're doing good. Doing good. We're doing well, you know. Just doing our usual stuff, but it's been a lot of fun. VF's always fun. Alright, Setsuna, here we go. Let's work on some stuff. I'm not planning to win this league, of course, so I'm gonna have fun working on some approach. Let's see. Why is that like that? Thank you very much, Lightwing Dragon. We're just trying to keep it simple. Alright, let's keep it simple. This thing outpower, like again, Akira wins neutral. 1P is very... That thing's guaranteed. And this thing is always... The 4P is really strong. You just gotta low punch it on reaction. That's what's going on. So this one always gets me, right? Right here, he sets up the 3P plus K there. Like, it's just guaranteed the side hit. It's not that it's guaranteed the side hit, but it's what I'm doing there. Good game. It's one thing that, like, drives me nuts with the Akira matchup, too, is because a lot of stuff's going to outpower. And so it's like, okay. So then this cuts down what I can do, and then I end up doing stuff that, like, gonna lose to set of stuff. So just hacks my brain a bit. I wish we had replay takeover on this one though. Alright, let's work on some stuff here. Very good. The health is too low to be doing throw. That's okay. Ah, there we go. I see. That's a long wait. He's got real patience. This is why my normal play is strong against him. So my normal play is strong because I force guess. He actually prefers to wait it out and mess with timing. And that's why if I rush him, that's why it usually gives him a real hard time. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Alright, that was a lot of fun. Live for Eve, congrats. Do that.
You get to this.
Congratulations, live
They
for you.
dominated that league.
Yeah, very much so. It's really good stuff.
Alright, so people can join the North America room now. Passcode is 0608 June the 8th. Room number is 40250. Or just filter to league rooms. That usually makes it very easy to find. Alright, Europe is still going through the second league. That. Check it out.
I have not seen this costume before. It's pretty neat. It's like digital leopard. Very nice dagger break. You gotta love the hop throw escape tech. So.
Hey Chan, what kind of peppers, what kind of chili does Thai food use?
They actually just call it Thai chili. But yeah.
Thai chili.
If you go to the market, you want to look for Thai chili.
Okay.
They don't have jalapenos there, but they do like jalapenos when they come here. Jalapenos great.
They're just small, skinny type.
Yeah, Thai chilies are very small and skinny. They come in green and red, and they're really good. I think they have a wonderful profile, but yeah. You can usually find it at the Asian markets. Sometimes you can find them frozen. It's fresh is better, but frozen's good.
So what's the actual profile? Is it like sharp and then peters out, or is it like Sichuan?
It's not Sichuan at all. So it's not mala, which is Sichuan. It's closer to a jalapeno, but it's I'd say more spicy than the jalapeno, but it's a little different. It's sharp right away.
Definitely spicier than jalapenos.
Yeah, but it's like sharp right away, but it does fade. So that's why if you have something like milk or Thai iced tea, that'll go away pretty fast, relatively, up to your tolerance. But I mean, if I was comparing it with like all the peppers, even though it doesn't taste at all like a jalapeno, it's closer to that in profile, but it's spicier.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Because for sure, like habanero is like stronger, right? But habanero has a very like, I don't know how to describe it, like a beefier flavor, right? It's like
it's a thicker flavor.
Yeah, it's a very thick kind of flavor. And actually, I don't know like El Salvador or other Latin American countries, but like I would say that there's a lot in common to me with some aspects between Mexican and Thai, just not the stuff that's popular here. But like in terms of like the spiciness preference and the enjoyment of combining spicy and sweet, and salty.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's just.
Have you had the Chipotle candy where it's like mango or tamarindo based and then it's spicy as well?
No, but Thai people like to do things like that a lot. So, but no, I have not. Unless you're talking about just the general idea, like tamarind candy with like spicy. Yeah, I've had that. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Chipotle restaurant. So
No.
I was like,
they don't.
no.
That's an American restaurant.
That's American. Yeah. Well, I love it because it's American. I'm like, this is good American.
Yeah, no, it's a different thing. It's a nice.
But yeah,
thing.
but you were talking about the candy having Chipotle in it. So, yes, I've had the tamarind candy spicy. It's good for Thai people. It's kind of a dry thing. They like it. So this is the irony, right? Thai likes it a little more wet, less dry, but at the same time, when it comes to wet, they don't like the typical Mexican wet. Like they don't like a chili relleno or anything like that, you know. So it's kind of interesting how they diverge on those things, but the general philosophies are actually kind of similar. But yeah, but Thai people do love having like the fruit with chili, with salt and sugar. You know, they love that, like, right? Like mango, right? I know that Mexicans like what, taichin, right? Like dipping that with taichin.
Taichin is nice.
Yeah.
But I'll say that back home, if you see a street vendor with green mangoes, like because the green mango is more tart and less sweet.
Yeah, it's more sour.
They'll combine it with limes and jalapeno sauce.
Yeah. That sounds good. Sounds so good.
You have no idea, man.
Yeah. They love it. And like I said, in Thailand, we do, there's similar things, right? That said, I do think Mexicans would love certain Thai sauces that they like to have with their dry foods, too. There's we call it gel, but, so it's like gel, but pronounced with like a little sharper and higher tone. But gel is like really good with steak. It's also really good with sticky rice, and it's just good with a lot of stuff. So especially when you have it with, but when you have it with like grilled meats, it's amazing. So, and it's a bit spicy, salty, not really sour, maybe a tiny bit, but just it's a really good mix of. Thai people just like to mix spicy, sweet, and salty together. In a certain but at a certain rate, though, certain ratio. Yeah.
I mean, I think what you feel like that there's a parallel there as well is because they do so well at keeping those profiles palatable. So like you can taste the sweet and you can taste the spicy as well, and they're like on different places in your tongue, basically.
Yes. Yeah, exactly it. Yeah. I think but no, it's great. I definitely want to explore a lot more foods too. Hopefully in the future. Right now I'm on budget. Right now it's always everything is a budget right now. So when it's budget, I'm eating way less healthier than when I'm eating with a budget, than when I'm eating with more resources. So now I have to try to balance the health aspect of it out too.
Alright, we got 2 more matches remaining before we start the last league for North America. Europe got 10 to 15 minutes before we start the last league. So,
ooh, that's so cool.
Good time to stretch a bit, get a snack, use the restroom. Thanks for playing earlier, Mammoth and Minecraft is Fight.
Oh, he's really good. Alright, here we go. Wrong way. Very good. That's so good. Nice. Really good. Good game, Life Rave. I like that a lot. I like this.
No
very
problem, everyone.
much.
Thanks for playing, though. And congratulations getting the first place in the second league.
That was really, really fun. Like that.
Alright, 2 more matches go. Whoever has a little win streak going.
Yeah, they're doing awesome. That was really fun. It's really fun to watch what they're going to do in that situation. Just a minute. Okay. Oh, I was like, yeah, there's a conversion there. Nope. I was like, don't rising attack on this. You see Jumanji, don't rising attack. Or not Jumanji, if you see Shippu stance, like, do not rising attack against Shippu. Looks like his head was just painted onto that costume. In there.
Alright, thanks for playing Lucky B. We'll hopefully, looks like we'll get at least one more player from the Europe, so that we should at least 4 players.
That was cool, double evade. Oh.
Is that last match here?
Alright.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna start the last league for North America. Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
I'll see you guys.
Alright, here we go. It's gonna be a third league. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's do this. General Ripper. I think every time we fought General Ripper at the start of the league, which is good. Sets a tone. Had a really good battle last league. Let's do this. 2 different Kages is really good. It's really makes you focus a lot, and I like that. Especially these 2 Kages. Very much having to focus a lot. KK is too slow. I see. Very good. Really good round. Alright, we're losing the guessing games. This is good. Let's do this. That will not work. That's so good. Good game. Yeah. Good game, Ripper. Good game. This guard break. Let's go watch the guard break. Good game, Ripper. That was really good. Guard break at the wall. Still low at the wall. Well, there's always 2 K plus G. So this means you gotta evade to the front for both of those. But he can like 4P. Can't be punch guard, okay. I see. I see. No punch. Very good. Good game. Good game. That was a lot of fun. Good game, Setsuna. circular. Almost. Good game, Kung Fu. So. What is going on with this league? Not close enough to the wall. But yeah, that's not 2KK. That's just 2K. Okay. Good. That works out. That worked out. Good game, good game. Very good game. That was exciting. evade that. Trying to work on some stuff, and it's just feeling very slow today for me. I am feeling slow. Nice. Alright. General Ripper, I think, takes that. Let's see, who got it? Setsuna? Yeah, General Ripper, congratulations. That was excellent. Alright, congratulations to General Ripper. I think AKAI's still on the phone.
Right.
Oh, nope.
Congratulations, General Whipper, for getting first place. Live Forever getting second, and Cessna third place. All right. It looks like today is definitely a Kage dominance.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right. I do have to step back out still. I'll be back when I finish this stuff.
That was a lot of fun.
This game for guys playing. If you guys want to continue playing in the room, please do so. I'm going to play a little bit once I get back. Okay. This is it. People can play.
Chad the Third says, "It breaks my heart that Revo didn't release with the Switch 2. Think of the surge and new players we would have got." It's always tricky, but it is in this case, this launch would have been a good surge, yeah, or would have had a good likelihood just because this launch was really big. The Switch 2 was one of the biggest launches. Though unfortunately for some people in New York, an employee at GameStop or manager there decided to staple receipts and damage a lot of Switch 2s. So I don't know what caused that, but that said, hey RJ, thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. Really good stuff. I had a lot of fun today. Really good matches with everyone. But yeah, Chad the Third, it's hard to know, but it is unfortunate. It is an opportunity, but this Switch 2 was also hard to know when the Switch 2 was actually going to launch. There were rumors that it had been postponed even like a year. And then, of course, the global dynamics of the world this year make it very interesting. So the Switch 2 launch has been a big question mark and has been a lot of uncertainty about how well it would do. But fortunately for Nintendo, it's been doing extremely good. Yeah, so it's hard to know how the launch would work out, right? Like how many people are going to impulse buy certain games at launch, but I do think if Revo holds the same price point it has on Steam, it could be an interesting, it could get extra sales on that. Yeah, the thing is who knows what the launch price would have been or what the price would be for Revo, but yeah, I definitely think that would have sweetened the pot. That said, I don't know how well fighting games even do on console launches beyond the core audience. I mean, right? The 3DS had Street Fighter 4, I think, and had Dead or Alive as well. Switch was an interesting case because it didn't really have many fighting games. It had Ultra Street Fighter 2. So the Switch, but I think Ultra Street Fighter 2 didn't come out at launch. I think it came later. The Vita had an interesting launch lineup, but the Vita was very niche, of course. Alright, nice battle, Setsuna and Life for Eve. Yeah. You never know. The 450 price tag, we'll see if price was maybe an issue for some after the 450 or after the 530.
I kept hearing that people were able to find consoles, which was not true for the PS5 opening day. Nice stepping in, by the way.
Thanks. Thank you. I felt like it had to be done.
You have to, yeah, you have to, otherwise you can stay in the ring.
Yeah, Chad the Third had a good thing saying. Nice. I like that 3P choice. I was waiting for the second one.
Yeah, he does that.
And he actually, I think he's good at watching. He's very good at confirming. Look at how much damage a low punch can cost you. It was a fun game. It's a very fun game. So Chad the Third says, I don't think that's true on the price isn't an issue for people. As a consumer myself, I would limit myself to maybe 1 or 2 games on launch day, and I'd agree. And if one was cheaper, I'd probably choose that over another. And that's a good point. It's a very good point. All right, Life for Eve, here we go. God, Life for Eve's Akira, very fun. I don't think I've ever fought the Akira before. Throw. I like it. I thought I escaped that, but... There we go. Nice. Nice 3 kg. Really? Okay. I didn't guess. I see. Alright, good game. Misty Azure, hope you had a really good time in the EU AKAI leagues. Glad to have you there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I already miss replay takeover, only because I want to like keep replays of these matches. I'm sorry to hear that, Life Free, but I'm glad that you do have a PS5, right? You are going to be on Revo on... You are going to be on Revo on PS5? I'm hoping. But have you been fighting with Hot Sauce Nelly? Yep. Awesome. I'm really happy for you about that. My backdash killed me here. My backdash put me out of range because he did one, he didn't do two. Pre-buffered. I'm sad to hear that you and Nelly don't have a good connection. That is too bad. I see.
In the same city? Like, what the heck?
I don't know. It's okay. We're not going to get into those specifics, but it's really too bad. That's really too bad.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. So does he actually have a PS5 so that we can get him on?
Life for you says that they do have a PS5. So day one, when Revo's out on PS5, they're playing on with everybody on the crossplay.
Wrong direction.
Yeah. It's okay. You've evaded stuff that went to cover the other way too. So I do like that. I just gotta remember that that thing is like +1. +1. I like that.
Nice.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm glad that I got that stagger break once today. So, Life for you. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it a lot because I did not break that stagger much at all today. And I feel like lately I've gotten better at breaking that stagger. But today, not today. I do like Life for You's stagger breaks though. Very good stagger breaks. Yay, I found the combo. I found the ring on combo. That's so weird that that worked. Nice. I like that. I like the choose to throw here. That was so cool. That's rough. I went for the slow option. I like that movement. Big head. The big. You're saying that the big head is the reason that they crossed over the ring out. That is pretty funny if that's the reason. So, that John cleared the hurt, jumped over the hurdle. Let's see if that would work. Will not. It didn't look like a ring out to me either. That's why I thought it was so funny that it worked out that way. I think it was that weird crack in the wall there, because you know, like that's like the one spot in the ring where you can like jump backwards out of the ring. That's my theory. It didn't look like a ring out to me either. Yeah. John's head is full of helium. You would think Leon's head was full of helium with his voice, right? So. All right, Akai's in the room. Yay! I like fighting against Akai a lot. So I like fighting against everybody in this room a lot. I just wish we had I wish we could save replays though. I'm missing it now.
It's unfortunate. I think the PlayStation 4 is able to save replays if they actually add it. But I think because of Revo and they want to promote Revo,
maybe.
I want to make sure that it's not going to get it, unfortunately. Alright, what did we do? Let me try to fix up the screen here. PSN Steam sources. Being logo courtesy of Hey Dude, it's Kyle.
Hey Kyle, good to see you.
Earlier, I'm not sure if it's mentioned in Live Forever World. Don't know how long I've been looking for matches. Hopping on busy nights and seem unable to find matches is depressing.
Yeah, we talked about the PS5 coming out, or the PS5 version. So, day one they're going to be playing Revo as soon as that comes out on PS5 because they do have a PS5. So.
Yeah, that was kind of the original intention of when I was starting the Sunday session. Was the assumption was that as time goes by, the population players will decrease, and so having a organized set time for people to be able to play.
Hey, good to see you, Chris. Hey, Shadosha, good to see you. Hope you're doing really well.
But while I was AFK, I was thinking about when the game actually does get crossplay and stuff. One thing with at least with Revel is that there's a lot of people organizing stuff and it's keeping it active. Of course, Sega is also actively promoting the game, organizing events too. So thinking about it, when it does get crossplay and stuff, if there are people who are organizing events on Saturday or Sunday for Europe or North America, then I'll also adjust my schedule around those two. Again, it's basically on what is actually needed and not needed for the community. So,
okay, it'll be good, but hope you find. Yeah, I just hope you'll be able to play more again.
Oh, I do play a lot actually. Too much. Just
yeah.
You see how much
no, like I said, I know you're playing on ranked, but
not in my leagues though, no more. Right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Live Whatever's someone who's plays lots of different characters pretty well. Excuse me.
No.
So what else has been happening? So yesterday there was Reinhardt's top 8 final for the Volume 1. So since it's called Volume 1, you expect it's going to be a Volume 2.
It's the Reinhardt Cup, or what's it called?
Yeah, the Reinhardt Cup.
Okay.
Cup. Nero took first place, playing Jackie. Second place went to Natsu, the wolf from France. And third place went to Kingo.
Yeah, awesome.
So Natsu is showing growth over time.
He's been very, yeah. Well, I mean, he's always been strong, but he's been getting stronger And so I mean, I think it was like 2 seasons ago that you really started to see his like league results go up and up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, Kingo was joking with me. It's like, oh, he gets another joystick prize from the Lionheart Cup.
Yeah.
So he's joking, that he lended the stick that he won for my online circuit I ran for Final Showdown 10 plus years ago to you. That was the only time it got used.
Yeah.
So lending it to you to use. And so he's waiting for you to come back to Paris, France.
To use it again.
So he could lend you the new stick.
Yeah, he's not in Paris, but I won't say where he's from. But yeah.
That's why
yeah. Yeah. The tricky thing when you try to organize people in France, though, is they're all in different places and they're all kind of far from each other, and they don't want to take the train to each other. So, but I'm like, yeah, the train's not too bad. It's like $30 away, $20 away. But I mean, it depends on the local economy.
North America, in that sense, US.
Yeah. Yeah, so Team Chris says that the train they're taking, the CEO, and they're taking a train, I think from Florida to Florida, is like $200 round trip.
Week.
Yeah. So it's like instead of the 4-hour drive, they're spending $200 round trip for a train ride within the same state. So,
Wow.
Like that's the difference I'm saying is like in Europe, it's costing like $20-$30 away for a lot of trains rides.
Mm-hmm.
But but Team Chris is taking a train that takes $200 round trip. So, and that's again within Florida. So I think, if my guess is CEO this time is closer to Orlando, right? Like right now it's closer to Orlando. So maybe you're central Florida. But yeah. So CEO is now in the middle of Orlando. Okay, 10 minutes from the airport. Wow, okay, that's good to know. That said, the scariest taxi rides I've ever had in the U.S. were all in Florida. We're all from Orlando to and from the airport. Just some of the scariest taxi rides I've ever been in my life. It's weird when you're riding a taxi and the driver is just watching Michael Jackson on his phone on the dashboard and is talking to you and staring at you while driving like high speed on the freeway. Florida is another world. There's a lot of great stuff about it, and there's a lot of interesting stuff about it. But it's definitely another world. I'll be going back there in November, but only briefly. I don't think I'll have time because I'll be with family a lot, and you know how that's just going to be complete time with family. But hey, in the off chance that I'm somehow in the qualify for like the finals of the North American qualifier, the second one, then I might have to figure out with family how I'm going to do that. But we'll know like, a week or two ahead. So, and I doubt it, but it's all good. Yeah, fortunately, that's like very low chance of that happening. It's just one of those where it's like, oh, what will I do then? I know I would have to communicate with the tournament staff because I know that if I don't want to create like the situation where they freak out because I'm not in Portland, right? If they're like, I'd have to tell them, hey, if I'm probably in Florida, I don't like. I'll figure out when I'm there what my arrangements are, if there's a land center I can play at or not, you know, stuff like that. But I doubt that like again, this is such a narrow case. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, GG's live forever.
Maybe that's the Jackie Brain, right? No, the Jackie Brain is supposed to be beat knuckle, but if like Jackie Brain might be 6K coming out, whereas like when you're playing Akira, like the Akira Brain is like 6666666, you know, like hitting forward like all the time. At least when I play Akira, it's too much fun. It's just like, oh, I want to dash all day, you know. Akira Brain is so fun. But there's many ways to play Akira, so, and Setsuna has a really cool way of playing Akira. But I like all the different ways you can play Akira. But it's too much fun doing the 6666666. Beast mode.
You don't do too much, Jennifer.
Yeah. So South Florida is the least Florida part. Good to know. So a lot of the real Florida, or a lot of the Florida is it basically around swamps and around Orlando. Though I've heard a lot about Daytona, right? So, you know, so the fighting game community has talked a lot about Daytona. But Team Chris, it's really good to see you. I hope you've been doing really well. Hope you've been doing great. Keep it up with all the work and stuff.
Yeah, thanks for doing all the commentaries. He was commenting in the Ryan Cup yesterday.
Oh, yes. I did hear some of that because Ryan put out like a highlights clip too. So yeah. And keep that up. And they also, the South America, Central America event, they also commentated that like last week. Right? Team Chris has been putting in the work. Thank you so much for all that you're doing.
Break.
Also, thank you, Shidosha, for all you're doing too. Shidosha was in here earlier. Just said, damn, not the Vortex.
Full commentary on the Combo Breaker.
Yeah, really great commentary on Combo Breaker.
GG's Channel Whipper. Yes. Speaking of bi-weeklies, like you said, last weekend was the South America Defensores Virtuosos. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Good. Tonight is a Virtual Kazama's
Takeover.
Bi-weekly Takeover tournament. So that'll be in the evening. So if you still want to participate in that, I'm quite sure you can still sign up for it.
Should they call the after sessions the replay takeover? After the tournament? Replay the take, or maybe they should call it replay the takeover. They should call it replay the takeover. You know?
Yep, the game only came out. The replay mode only came out on Thursday evening. It just took 2 days or so before it has reached over 100 replays. I know since yesterday offline session there was over 100 replays.
Yeah.
And playing online here and there, I have past 100 too. So you think 100's a lot, but it doesn't last.
It's not a lot. No. I mean, we were playing for 8 to 10 hours straight.
Wow. That's a very long session.
It is.
You guys stop for lunch or dinner, or is this
We did stop for dinner.
Okay.
Not lunch. They got here at like 2:30, 3 p.m. and we played until like midnight.
Oh, it's ring out. Good one. Always a skateboard throw. Always a skateboard throw.
Actually, we have quite a bit of strong Kage players. Got Jan Whipper, Live Forever. Warner's used Kage as always. Koenraku. He doesn't go by Koenraku now, does he? Does he go by,
yes.
No, yeah, he does go by Koenraku.
He does.
Why would you think he's not going by Koenraku?
Nickname of DC Elite. IU fanboy, Cho on Weibo, and the Y2D. Okay, Shed, yeah, there's it. Just like we have a lot of Sarah veteran strong players.
Yep. Correction on why IU Fanboy might have changed their name too, is that IU Fanboy is actually their brother's like handle. They just share like gamer accounts. So,
I'm sorry?
So IU Fanboy, even though he went by it in tournaments and stuff, it's actually like his I think it's his brother's handle originally, and it's like brothers sharing accounts. Like I think GT also used to share an account with his brother too. So there's always like these funny cases where two people using the same handle. Mm-hmm. And then so now we now know if IU Fanboy is Chow. Nice. That meaty timing is really nice. Always respect it. Good game, Ripper. That was a lot of fun. Wanted to go for these fun duels. 6K plus G owns. Such a good move. So good. Good stuff.
CEO is next weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, Team Chris. It was IU Fanboy is a fan of IU. Yeah, Ayumi Hamasaki. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Sorry, I was just referring to.
No problem. Volcansha is organizing the CEO tournament. I don't think there's actually a list of who is actually showing up for it. I look forward to seeing that. What else has been happening? Well, the Tokai Bay Area Cup. It has just like a Tokyo Bay Area Cup. Tokai Bay Area Cup has finally switched over to Revo. And the team that won it, I don't think I have the. I think its translation was Piggyback or something like that. But it's a team with Kobojiro, a strong Aoi player, and Chopper, a strong Leon player. Both are part of the Family Gyoza team from the last Beachfront Cup. And Yu Sarah. This is not Y-O-U Sarah.
Yeah, it's actually pronounced Yo. Oh, okay. The different U. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. You know about the other U.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's quite a few U's. It's actually Yu Sarah. It's
Yo.
the Y-O-U Sarah. It's pronounced Yu.
So Y-O-U is pronounced Yo. It's pronounced Yo Sarah. Yeah. Yo.
Is Yo Sarah?
Yeah.
The Kansai one.
Yeah, the one that's the famous one is Yo Sarah. Yeah, Yo Sarah.
Yo, okay. I didn't know if they wrote Y-O-U as in U as in the English U, since they spell it in English.
Right. Yeah, Nova's the one I think that tells me it's actually pronounced Yo. So yeah,
Yo Sarah. Yo Sarah, okay. Because there is a Yu Sarah, which was the one that was part of the team that won Tokai.
Nice.
That one is spelled in hiragana.
Oh, okay.
Kanji. The Sarah is spelled in kanji.
Excellent.
And speaking, like we were talking about how like multi-gaming events, like it's most likely you expect like multi-gaming events like Virtual Fire will be spread out in several days. The Tokyo qualifier, since that is only Virtual Fighter, they're doing it all in one single day. And like you said before, I think it's Sega HQ.
Yeah.
Again, for those in North America, qualifier, online qualifier, the 21st and 28th are the two tournament dates. Evening time. Is there actually deadline date for that sign up? Let's see. I should update FTC. Let's go towards the VOC.
Round 2. Ready, go!
All right. So the registration deadline for the North America qualifier, which is the first one starts on June 21st, is June 19th. So 2 days before it starts.
I'll
Okay,
register
so you want
tonight.
to participate, it's June 19th is the deadline to register.
Feel free to register for both the 21st and the 28th.
Yeah, I'll just put a link here. So those who will be participating and not sign up yet, there's a link to the first qualifier. Sign up.
Round 4. Ready?
Do we know how many? Is it going to be 8 people in the finals, or how many?
8 people in the final. So 4 people, the top 4 in the on the June 21st, and then the top 4 from the June 28th qualifier will participate in the finals. And so the first place finisher in the qualifier 1 will face off the 4th place finisher in the qualifier 2.
Very nice.
So I guess it's possible that there's some gaming shift on where you want to finish in the second qualifier.
No, it's. I mean, the second one in theory, but you never know. There's people that can't make the first that are really favorites. So then so if you gamble too much on one, it's gonna be rough. So you definitely should try to play in both. You know, especially because they're free to enter.
If you finish the top 4 in either the first or second qualifier, you're guaranteed to get some prize money from the.
You'll get prize money, and you also get you'll get a title in the game. I'm pretty sure, and you might get a swag bag too. So you might get something shipped to you. Now the weird thing is I think they did give. I haven't seen anybody post the merch that they got from Combo Breaker. I think the weirdest thing is I've seen nobody post their merch from Combo Breaker. I saw Juicebox did get a bag, probably because he was a content creator, but he didn't. This time he did not reveal what he. I don't think he revealed what he actually received. And I was like, really? Can you guys like reveal it? They gave it to you.
Did you get any special bag?
No, I did not. The bag was for content creators. They got a shirt and some stickers.
Yeah.
You have a Twitch channel. You should say you're a content creator.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No, there's thresholds. They're like you have to have a certain amount of hits. Use.
Iambic was there. They did ask some questions, as far as I know. So questions on what they think should be interesting to see in future games, or is there anything like clearly wrong with the way this game is going, and should they course correct?
Were you brutally honest, Sasuna?
Oh no, they didn't ask me the questions. They
he didn't ask you. Okay.
No, they asked Juicebox and Iambic on Combo Breaker, but that's as far as I know. They're the only 2 that spoke to them. Maybe Shidosha did as well. I think that's also going to be a thing for Evo. They're going to be calling in content creators to be able to speak to those things.
Mm-hmm.
Round 5. Ready? Go!
Lucky me.
Almost there on the punish, AKAI. Almost there. Keep working at it. Yes. Oh no.
I failed.
Still got it.
That was so cool, but I was just like, oh my god. Is that frequent? Is that frequent that can miss?
That 46 kg.
Yeah.
My overkick. I'm not very good at wall combos. But for me, yes, I miss that quite a bit usually.
I see. I wonder if you need to dash or something, but
It's more, I think it's like execution issue on my part. I think.
I see.
But that would be one of those things where you have replay take over. I could work on that more.
Team Chris can confirm each of the top 8 at Combo Breaker did get their swag bags.
Okay.
So I just kind of tease that all of them except for Chimpanzee are introverts because it's VF.
I think it would be correct.
Oh, Fudo and Ita-san got top 8 though, so yeah.
Nice. Nice
My
PP.
nose have been rolling forward instead of rolling backwards. That's like,
Because, yeah, if a wake up trick.
it's like
Yeah.
palm on the ground. Yeah.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Can't evade that. I like that. I like that too. Oh no, that was a miss. It's really fun working against your pie. I like it a lot. Let's see here. That move especially, I really like.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Oh, I thought I was gonna get that. That's cool. Nice. I like the back throw. Alright, good game.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun. Good game.
Excuse me. So I think I saw maybe like earlier this week there was a tournament in which XTN was playing against our Panda in the finals.
Yeah, that's a. So this is an awesome event. No, this event is out in Eastern Washington. They have been promoting it, but it's just not many people know them, right? And it's kind of way out in Eastern Washington. So the event was called, I think it's called Games at the Movies. I don't know. The tournament was held in a classic movie theater in Spokane, Washington. Spokane, Washington is a beautiful city. I think it's actually supposed to be the biggest city between Seattle and Chicago or something. It's a surprisingly beautiful, nice city out in Eastern Washington. And so yeah, they're excited to do more. And so they have been promoting it within the Pacific Northwest. They do post about it. It's just that there's not many retweets. I've retweeted it.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know where Spokane is. But it's a few hours east of Seattle. But anyways, yeah, it's really nice, beautiful city. I heard the event was great. That said, it had a lot of VF and a lot of Grand Blue. So the Spokane community, fighting game community, actually plays quite a bit of VF. A lot of them are newer players, but the organizer is a friend of XTN, so XTN was always planning to go. I wanted to go if I could, but yeah, I wasn't able to go. But it's a really cool event, And if they do another one, I'll definitely try to really hype it up and put it on your radar too. So, but yeah, our Panda and XTN had an exciting grand final battle. I believe XTN reset the bracket against Panda, if I'm not mistaken. And the way that it was played, obviously they're playing on a setup, but that setup is projected on a movie theater screen. Well, in this case, newer players just means people that play at locals that could play anything. A lot of times, if you go to locals, you'll see online. You'll feel like there's a lot of Tekken refugees because there's a lot of Tekken players. But if you go to locals, you'll find people that play all kinds of games. You'll find retro refugees. You'll find people that come from anime fighters, from Street Fighter. So at our locals has a lot of Street Fighter and Guilty Gear players, and there's a good amount of Tekken players too. Not the biggest scene. Seattle has a bigger Tekken scene. But yeah, online it can feel like it's only Tekken because they're the ones who post a lot on social media. But depending on the area you're in, you'll see a lot of stuff, right? In New York and Brooklyn, you have a lot of King of Fighters players. And it's fun watching the KOF community there over at Brooklyn Arcade. And then, of course, the Capcom community too. So, but for Spokane, I don't know what games that group particularly played before, but a lot of them actually just been enjoying VF because of Revo. They're like, oh, new VF, and then and on PC. So, from my understanding, Revo is quite popular there.
I always call Jared Whipper my gatekeeper when I was playing rank on Ultimate Showdown.
He gonna make you guess a lot. He makes you guess a lot. He makes you guess always, but it's fun. It's really, really fun. I like the full spectrum we have of Kage players, and they all play very, very differently. Y2D, General Ripper, Live for Eve, Koen Raku, IU Fanboy. There's one Portland player. He doesn't play VF anymore, but he's very similar to IU Fanboy. In every character that they play, not intentional. It's just that they both have a similar logic when they play. So it just ends up that they end up playing the same characters and the same type. But they also play many games, both of them. They both play Street Fighter. They both play first-person shooters. They both play, StarCraft. So it's just one of those things where these two are very alike in their gaming that the way they play fighting games is similar enough. What's my strategy for approaching the different Kage? The hard part with this game is you kind of being like a generalist, and then working from there to how the opponent plays. So Team Chris was asking, what is your strategy for approaching the different Kages? And I was like, this is a hard one, because it's really up to the Kage.
The tendency of the players, yeah.
It's just that if you're talking about the general stuff against Kage, this is a little tricky. You know that, like, if we're talking about like Final Showdown, then if you're up near the wall, you kind of want to evade to his front, just because 2K plus G can blow you up in that game. But this game, he can blow you up either way. His half circulars are good, so you have to make some judgment calls on the way they use half circulars. But Kage traditionally would have trouble with like being spaced out a little. And you just have to play you have to know how to play really good moral VF to fight against Kage. Because if you don't, he's going to blow you up for doing your Bare with his uppercut. And then the knowledge check stuff is just understanding that the type of decisions you have to make when you're -1 because he did 9K plus G and you blocked it. And then you have to train yourself to evade that move without mashing, so that you don't get blown up by it when you do evade it. But it's hard. The general rule is that you got to play good VF. So.
Yeah. I guess one specific rule that everyone should do playing against Kages is
escape forward throw.
Escape forward throw, yeah. At the very start of the round, Kage players can tend to toss Pi out to win.
Yeah, the imperative is you escape forward throw. That's number one.
Yeah. If you don't want to abare, or if you don't want to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, but for escape forward for at least for now.
And then the backup plan for that is stay in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, try to stay in the middle of the ring, because he can ring out, and he can convert at the wall. Now his wall game is a little more complicated, but generally he can convert at the wall. Go ahead, the guy. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like I know what Koromaki showed me basically like when at the very start of the round, if he just like push me just slightly, just a little bit, a 10-foot toss can just bring me out.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you're like right at the beginning center of the stage, it's still very scary.
Yeah. So those are the general stuff, and then after that, it's going to be up to the Kage. Right, with General Ripper, you have to just remember that he likes set play a lot. So if you're knocked down, you got to guess because he's going to commit to his Okizeme.
Yes, I would say that's
right. Whereas, like if you play live for Eve, he's playing much more reactive. So you got to understand you're fighting a reactive opponent, and a lot of people have a bias on these things, but.
Ooh, that was nice.
Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go!
I see. That won't work either.
Nice.
Thanks. I'm still not used to blocking 4-6, like building the proper response when I block 4-6P. It's really scary. It just comes at you so fast. It's like my brain is like a move behind still on it. Good game. Thank you.
Yeah, it's decent.
Let's see.
I think this could be my last one.
Last run, because you could go blow us all up for like an hour. So
I'm quite sure that's not going to happen.
it's happened before, dude. You can do it. All right, let's do this. I really enjoy fighting your Pi a lot. So, but yeah, fighting Kage, it's also similar to the rules of fighting Pi. Outplay her. It's like okay. But yeah. But it's tricky. No, these are really good stuff. It's good questions, Chris, by the way. Like, I really am thinking hard about it, too. Neutral throw. Nice. Low punch neutral. It is.
Round three. Ready,
all messed up.
I like that.
And I tripped and fell on my
It worked. GG's. I'm glad I got the 13 frame attack here to finish at the wall, at the stagger.
Excuse me. Alright, thanks again. You guys playing? Who's still planning to play for a while? I'll wait you guys. If not, who's streaming?
I won't play too much longer because I gotta have lunch, but I'm enjoying all these battles. I enjoy these fights with all these great players, including you, AKAI. I really love your Pie's really, really good. And Pie is always fun to fight against, especially yours.
Okay, since you're about to almost finish, can I check? Are you gonna be here for a while, Cecina?
No, probably leaving soon.
Okay, alright. I'll just go wait Chan then.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'll do the same. I'll just go ahead and rate him.
Yep, GG's live forever. Thanks again for participating.
So good.
And of course, again, this is pretty much a grassroots type of event sessions that we've been hosting. So if you know people who still play BF, can't find matches, or think they might be interested in playing in these league sessions, let them know and help spread the word.
Very nice.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Very nice. That was really good. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I got him in the bum.
Oh, I thought that would work. Wrong way. So good. Team Chris, keep working on that. Shippuden stance is really good. There we go. I'm always forgetting this like guard break. It's such a long range. Like I told myself, if I'm near the wall, be ready for the guard break. But I forget that he actually pushes you forward with this sequence. So you need to do it even when you're this far away from the wall. So it's really good. But also because 2K plus G is strong enough that even if you weren't that close to the wall, this thing is going to get you. So it's really good. It's really good.
It's kind of similar to Leon's, right? And
yeah.
That's dance and then guard break.
It's similar to that, yeah. But yeah. So it's like I just got to remind myself, like, he can guard break me even from this far away. But I'm only today is when I started going, you know what? I got to worry about the guard break near the wall. And then now it's like, oh, that's right. He can just simply doing that stance pushed me all the way in range. But even then, because it's using 2K plus G, I think, then 2K plus G doesn't even need to be that far from the wall. So it's really good. I will keep working on that. That's also why I wish I had replay takeover, just to burn it in my brain. Burn it in my muscle memory.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys
All right.
have a good rest of the night.
Thank you. You too. See you a bit later. Thank you very much. Thank you both so much.
Anytime, man.
Oh, good stuff. So Chris had said, we're gonna rewind back, right? So Chris did talk about the 2 wall jumps, 2 wall throws, yep. But he says, I like reactionary Kage because of his stand punch, his 4P, and his P plus K for range, and being safe on block. Yeah, you should also look at K plus G. K plus G is really good too. I mean to say advantage when certain moves are -1. I'm trying to be more accurate. Yeah, the plus on blocks, yep. But his Okizeme and set play is so much fun, 100%. So these are things, you want to master all these things that you can, and then your approach is going to be catered towards what you think you can do well against your opponent. Sometimes going with the set play is strong. Strong Okizeme set play is really powerful, especially for quote-unquote momentum, because you're locking your opponent in really difficult guesses, and they're very oppressive. So, and Kage's Okizeme is very strong for that too, whether you want it to be reactive or you want to do the force guessing Okizeme. So I agree Chris says, I agree there's so much variance with Kage, also on a worldwide scale. Since VF2 and on, I loved how you can play him so solid, but when you have the execution, his bag is deep, yep. And he's a wrestling high flyer all of a sudden, yep. Yeah. Yeah, so he said we celebrate the realism VF. Well, I always call it cinematic martial arts. Like I call VF cinematic martial arts. That's Chanchai saying that. Anyways, Team Chris says, I learned at Combo Breaker I wasn't doing enough with Shupujin's stance, so I've been trying to extend the idea of my stances into playstyles. I wasn't used to alternating stances until I learned Chun-Li in SF6, and then I was like, oh, I can use this in VF now. But learning the alt stances as more of a strategy than just gimmick is where I'm currently at. Yeah, the stances are good. Well, they're forced guess, and you could call those gimmicks. They're still fair. You know, some people say gimmicks because they don't like them, but it's like, well, this is the trick that your character can do. This is the guessing game that your character can force, you know. But this game has a lot of both universal guessing games as well as character-specific ones. And it's just part of the game. If it didn't have these things, then there would be a lot less flavor in the game. But yeah, totally. And this game is, you know, like overloads the mental stack a lot, that these quote-unquote gimmicks become very strong because of that too. Because your opponent suddenly is thinking about other things than what's in the trick place. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's all part of the game, and it's important to learn, and it makes it fun. It makes it fun that you can strategically find different approaches to fighting your opponent, and being like, oh, this person's not good at stagger, I can stagger more. This person's not. This person's trying to play too quote-unquote fair. Okay, I can beat up with that. This person is all doing the force guessing. Okay, we better guess well, but we better learn how we get out of the guessing game or avoid it, you know? So these are all different elements that are part of the strategies of how we fight, and I love it. I love that this game is so expressive and lets us play the same characters in so many different ways. Even when we say that there's a general VF. Yep. Yeah. So cinematic martial arts, yeah, because VF does fight like a movie, and it's inspired by them, right? When people joke about the super high jumps, it's because they probably didn't grow up in a culture watching kung fu films. Really, like, until they were much older, right? Those super high jumps are kung fu films. even Bruce Lee's The Big Boss, right? Which in the US was released as Fist of Fury sometimes. The Big Boss has like a super high jump at the end, right? 2 of them. And so that's where these super high jumps come from. So This is why you have to always watch out for Jackie's 4-6K plus G. Almost got that. Very good. Saving that throw choice there is really smart.
Got him.
Yep, there it is, the 4-6K plus G. You gotta punish Jackie for it. Oh, I like that. That was perfect. That purple, I think, guaranteed this punch. I'm not sure. I have to double check. Yeah. I wish that was guaranteed. Very good. Nice. So this is only +3, so I was doing something way too slow. But that was really good. Good game. But again, just gotta block -15 on the 4-6K plus G. But when you're near the wall, you gotta watch for it. And I let him hit with it. It's really good stuff. I like fixed stages because but I understand, because in VF2 days we did do a lot of custom stage. You know, a lot of people that didn't play the game always wanted to play with, like, you know, no ring out, or there is ring out, but they wanted to make largest size possible. But yeah, Fighters Megamix had that too. Yeah. But I like playing with the stages. I like playing with stage dynamics a lot. So if anything, I'm probably in agreement with. Well, I like VF style stages where there's walls and ring outs, but GT would like it to have more Dead or Alive, or more like Tekken 8 type of stages, right? Where there would be, like, geometry would change quite a bit, except maybe it'd be kind of like Dead or Alive where there's obstacles or objects. So yeah. So I'm definitely open to the more Dead or Alive or Tekken 8 style of rings, but my favorite is basically basic VF. Like, I like ring outs and I like wall stages a lot, but I'm very happy to have more of an interactive stage. Not Yakuza interactive, but you know, that's like, maybe that's the fear, is that we're gonna be like grabbing beer bottles and hitting each other with them. I don't really want that, but I do want like tables and like fixtures that break and stuff still. But yeah. But I also think that the ultra lightweight characters like Eileen and Elblaze should be able to tech like on like if they were about to get wrung out on high fence. I think they should have a skill based way of like teching to avoid getting wrung out. And you can still fight them. They just fling. They just grab like the wall and fling back into the stage at you. You know, I think that would be cool. I think that would kind of add to them, and that would make them a little less prone to being wrung out so badly on high fence stage. I do think they're gonna go more cinematic with this, and I think that's the correct choice for VF. But yeah, some types of wall tech are cool. Not all wall techs can be a very mixed bag, right? Tekken 4 tried the wall tech, I think. But yeah. Yeah, Stranger Than Heaven looks so cool. Do you think he's a vampire? Do you think he's an immortal? No. Actually, there's daytime. You think he's an immortal? You think he's somebody who's going through multiple lives? We'll see. Yeah.
Round two. Ready, go!
But Stranger Than Heaven looks gorgeous. I just love the atmosphere. I love the music. Those trailers really hit home for me. I think that looks so cool. And we've got what, like 1915 and 1940 something. So it's called Project Century. We might see a full century. Yeah, we're playing on delay-based netcode right now. Yeah.
Round four. Ready, go!
I really do love RGG's games a lot, so. But I need to catch up on them. I've fallen behind like by 2 decades, so, or by 15 years, but yeah. Need to catch up. But I remember, yeah, when they finally announced that Yakuza 3 was finally going to be localized, that made me happy because for a while we weren't sure if that was going to happen. Alright, this might be the last run because I need to have lunch, but I really enjoy fighting everybody here. All of you guys. So good. Really good leagues today. Awesome battles.
Round one. Ready, go!
So the ECD, huh? Okay. Very nice ECD though. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do a sound with that. Let's guarantee shoulder. Can't do much here. Can I? I think so. Good game, good game. That was a lot of fun, Satsuna. Gotta fix that. That was good games.
I got cheeky.
Nah, it was good. I got 4-3P instead of a half circle 4P, but it's all good. It works out. So, all right. Thank you very much for the battle. I had a lot of fun with these. Good games. We'll watch you guys fight, and then we will watch this last battle, and then we'll send a raid. I do think I'm gonna remind everybody, Virtual Kazama is gonna be doing a tournament today, so please do follow them. Let's see what we got. Let's see.
Excellent! Round two. Ready, go!
Alright. Who is streaming today? So I'm gonna send a raid to Giuseppe Swag. I really appreciate them, and always want to support games like Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. I think. Hey, Team Chris, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Also, Kidvid, so good to see you. Thank you very much also for chatting and for being here with us. It's good to see you. Hope you've been well, and I hope to fight with you soon. We mentioned Kage players. Kidvid has a really, really strong and awesome Kage. So much fun to fight against. Alright, so I'm going to go to... We're going to send the raid to the Seppi Swag. And... Alright, thanks so much, Setsuna. You played awesome today. Keep it up.
Yeah, likewise, man.
And I had a great time. Let's see here. I'm just so starving right now. So starving like hell, but really fun. We'll fight again soon. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. I'll see you in the week.
Alright, see you later.
Cheers.
Cheers. Alright. Everyone have a good one. Say hi to the Seppi Swag for me. And have a great, great day. I'll be back a bit later. I just need to get some food in my body. But man, a lot of fun VF. Cheers.